Fellow loved ones, in a previous video, I talked about psychic abilities and things like that, and how you can actually activate some of your gifts or all of your gifts, however far you want to go. I always talk about how infinite we are as beings and our infinite potentiality. Like, if you can think of it, then you can make it happen. And it could be as creative or as weird as you want to make it. You can take any modality, any healing modality, and learn it. But then after you learn it, you start to add your own signature to it. And then it becomes something totally new and something specific to you. However, you can actually teach other people how they can too tap into this particular system or modality that you've created yourself. Aside from that, the point of this video is to let you know that I will be coming on to the channel and doing some healing activations for the collective. I was called to do it. Um, it wasn't something that I had initially intended to do, but it was a message that I received to go ahead and do it. And here's the thing: energy is everything. Energy does not know or abide or follow the constraints of time and space. So, the beauty of this is that anytime you need this medicine, anytime you need any of these particular healings, you can always come back to the channel and actually get the healings, and the energy is set and it will come to you, and you would receive it if you're open to it. Okay. Just know that I always follow specific protocols to make sure that I am creating a container that is safe and very clear and cleansed of any vibrational frequencies that are not conducive to healing and that are wholeness and wellness and that are not of the highest good of all. So, in my previous video, one of my previous videos, when I was talking about psychic gifts, I I'm noticing that I am getting more and more the more I practice, just learning who I am and remembering who I am and following the call and listening to messages and just really being in tune with my higher self, the more things start to unlock and unfold. So, and this is for all of us. I always go back to childhood, and that's what I recommend everyone do. If you're not sure about yourself, go back to your childhood and think about what you always loved to do. What did you always want to play with? What were you most attracted to? What were you drawn to? What could you do over and over again for the longest, and you would have to be called for dinner? Okay. And so with that, for me, I noticed I always had this attraction to colors, all the rainbows of colors. And I thought it was just something childish. I don't care what it was. If it was a box of crayons, I was like, I want the crayons. The crayons would be new. If it was colored pencils or paints, it was all about the colors. If it was like those jelly bracelets, I had all of the colors of the jelly bracelets. Like if I had yellow, I had 4 shades of yellow. If I had orange, there might have been 5 or 6 shades of orange, and so on. And people would ask me what my favorite color was, and I would say black because honestly, I didn't know what else to choose. And it would be black. I'm like, okay, well, black is slimming, black is very elegant. And so I would say black, but black, there is no color. Like in the 3D, black is the absence of color. But then there on the flip side, if you put all the colors together, they create black. So the Light Bright, you remember the toy, the Light Bright? I think that was out in the 70s or whatever. Oh my gosh. Going to Las Vegas, like I can just go on and on and on. One of my other YouTube channels, the logo is the channel name. It's a rainbow. My name is in the rainbow of colors. Like, and people are like, well, you need to have a branded. I'm like, my brand is the colors. It's all the colors. I love all the colors. And I go to if I go to the drugstore, I know this is lengthy, but I'm just explaining. If I go to the drugstore, I can have all the polishes, but I'm at the nail polishes just looking at the colors. I'm looking at the eyeshadow colors. I seldom wear eyeshadow, but I'm looking at the eyeshadow colors. I'm looking at the lipstick colors, just the whole nine. You get the point. Color, 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 color everywhere, right? That said, when I first started really studying crystals, I was like, oh, this must mean that I am supposed to work with crystals. It makes perfect sense because they come in all these beautiful, juicy colors. I love flowers. So it's like, oh my God, because they come in different shapes and colors. They're so vibrant. And then it started dawning on me that, okay, I know that I'm supposed to be working with light because that's what color is. It's a light spectrum, and colors vibrate at different frequencies depending on the light. And so I'm just going down this big rabbit hole, and I'm like, there's something to this. What is it? And it dawned on me, and dawned, by dawn, I mean, it was a message, a download, a divine download that although I'm working with the crystals, I don't necessarily need crystals to help with the healing process, but the crystals was sort of like another validation, like, another message for me. Keep going. Because I know that all we have to do is use our thoughts and our hearts, our emotions. Okay, so I'm like, light activation for healing. All of that, and I'm sure that is only the tip of this juicy giant iceberg, but healing. And so I started using it, the light activation. And so I am called to come here onto the internet and do light activation healing sessions for the collective. And with the light activations, it's channeled from the Most High, coming from the quantum field, and I work with color depending on what part of the body, and right now it's the body, what part of the body that needs the healing is the color that I'll be using. So to start, I'll probably do one video per energy center. And then at some point, I will do one to align all of the energy centers. What I must say is that when you come in, you want to make sure that you are in a space, either, by yourself and relaxed in order to receive the healing. Or if you can't do that, but you still want to get some of that energy, and you're open to receiving that healing energy of the Most High, then you would put your headsets on if you're not able to be in a place by yourself. Because, I mean, let's face it, we're living in this modern world. We all have things going on, and we can't always sneak away into a little cubby hole alone. But if you can, go ahead and do that, and definitely relax, and make sure after your healing sessions, you always hydrate with good water, spring water, or even like fruit juice, like real fruit from whole fruit, no sugar added, coconut water, things like that. You want to hydrate, and you want to allow the healing frequency to penetrate into your DNA. So whenever I do the healing sessions, I will give some instruction, but I want to make sure that you are able to receive it, and I'm not doing a lot of explaining during the process because, Okay, just wanted to tell you that. And also, what's the other part? The other part is, depending on how long you've been dealing with a particular illness or ailment or pain, it will take you some time to get through those layers, okay? So it's not going to be as instantaneous necessarily. Now, I'm not saying that it won't, because infinite possibilities and potentialities. If you're visualizing it and allowing the healing to come in and you're seeing yourself whole, it could be instant. I'm not hardly going to say that it won't be. By the same token, I do want to set the intention, and just to let you know and set up the expectation, just so you know that sometimes you have to do multiple sessions for some things depending on how stuck or how long that energy has been impacted in your system. So it's really all about removing blockages. If you could imagine your pipes and your water pipes, in your drain, it goes down easily. There's nothing blocking it, and the water flows very easily down. But then when there is something blocking it, the water goes down slowly. So it has to go through, navigate through this tunnel of whatever's in there to get through. So it's the same thing. And so the point is to remove any blockages, energy blockages, so that your body can function as it is intended to and as it wishes to do that. The other thing is being human, sometimes we get blockages every day, all day. And so it's important for us to clear those away and just maintain some self-care and self-love on a regular basis. Like, you don't get in the shower once and say, okay, I'm all clean. No, you shower every day. You brush your teeth every day. And this is the same thing, the same difference. It's all about caring for your body temple and making sure that you are inviting wellness and wholeness in at all times. Okay. And to give you some more background on myself, because I seldom talk about myself, but I have to say this: I am a certified holistic healer through Mind Valley. I am also a certified crystal master practitioner. I am also a certified life coach with an emphasis on happiness, abundance, and life purpose. I am a certified elemental healer, certified sound healer, certified in so many other ancient traditions and modalities. So just know that I practice this all the time for myself and my family. And is there anything else? And everything is always clean and pristine. In other words, I am ensuring that the container that I create before I start a healing session is here. We are supported by clean, high vibrational frequency energy. I do that before I even start, before I log on to do the sessions. All right. Just to let you know, I have other certifications that I'm sure I am forgetting. And what I might do is just put them in the description so that you can see. And maybe you can browse the channel to see, just to check me out a little bit so that you can be comfortable with this. And that's how I present it this way, because I know my family and my friends, they are like, well, why should I listen to this person? I've been that way too. Why should I listen to that person? That's what we do. We want to make sure that the person is, on the up and up. Okay. All right. I said all I have to say. I will see you in the next video. Until then, live simply and be kind. And I'm wishing you lots of love, blessings, and healing.